I got arrested for the first time when I was in the 4th grade, 9 years old. And so it was this whole thing that I started to put on. And then as my addiction got worse, as everything that Lee could do came to an end, I was forced with identifying that everything outside of that place was fake.
Yeah.
And then allowing that part to begin to heal so that it could be strengthened in my innermost part.
Yeah.
You know, I tell the guys all the time whenever we're talking, I said, listen, if a 9-year-old or a 10-year-old came in here and told you about an uncle or told you about a neighbor or told you about a youth pastor, told you about something they were doing with their same-sex cousin or something they were doing with their opposite-sex cousin, I said, what are you how mad are you going to be at them?
Yeah, for sure.
How mad are you going to be at the 9-year-old?
Right.
What are you going to do to the 9-year-old?
Right.
You're going to go over there and laugh at him and poke your finger in his face and tell him he's not a man because he got abused, or you're going to pick him up, you're going to defend him.
Come on.
And then you're going to begin to try to speak into that thing. And then you're going to go try to find the guy, right?
For sure.
Right.
So why would it be any different if I'm 40 years old and I expose the 9-year-old inside of me?
Come on.
Why would he be treated any different?
Yeah, for sure.
Why would he not get loved on? And somebody say, listen, it wasn't okay, it wasn't right, and it doesn't change who you are.
Amen.
That came wow. The revelation that I received this year. And so every woman I've ever slept with, and I say this with, just in the verbiage of what I'm saying about my inner boy, they slept with a boy.
Yeah.
Every woman, even my wife. Mm-hmm. Every woman that I was ever intimate with, or everything that I ever did, was from a boy's perspective, and I only know that now because of this last year of reliving things that I thought that I forgot about, reliving things that I didn't even think about or talk about or different stuff, and they start to deal with the boy inside of me. So as I'm going through different things and I'm talking about these old things, I'm crying all over again as a boy.
Come on.
And I was like, man, I never talked about this boy. I never talked about this part. I started. It was hard. Like, I would be going through it and I would be like crying to myself, like, God, I don't want to relive this thought all over again. Like, I remember that, and I remember what it felt like, and I tried to bury that. God, I don't want to bring that back up. And God was just dealing with me like, but if we don't, then you never heal and you never grow. And so I had to go through it.